3 kids on her lap, trying to do everything alone.
Especially if your kid don't take naps no more. That's when my life went downhill.
Pretty mind, pretty grind, yeah, I said what I said. Manifesting better things while we lay edges to bed.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Pretty Mind channel where we talk beauty, mindset, and everything in between. If you enjoy real talk, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling generous. So today's topic is the life of single mothers. Whether you're a single mother yourself or you're curious about the reality, this is the video for you.
3 kids on her lap, trying to do everything alone. She could barely get a fry in, and oh! This is what we refer to as a married single mom. It's a real thing. There are millions of women in this world right now married to a man on paper and getting absolutely no help from him with the kids. In fact, I talk to women all the time that said it was more work being married to him. It was more of a burden than if she were just actually alone while being a mother. Because you see, when you're a married single mom, you have an extra child. But this child's a full-grown fucking adult. This child has responsibilities that he's leaving on the floor for her to pick up. And I don't care if he's the only one working. I highly doubt he is anyway, but it doesn't fucking matter. You have children, which then makes you a father. And with that comes responsibilities that only you can take on. But instead, all of the cleaning and all of the cooking, figuring out daycare and figuring out school and figuring out birthday parties, when the kids have a medical issue, baths, showers, bedtime. It took 2 to tango, and if you're gonna be in the fucking house, step it up.
I'm finna start showing y'all the realness of motherhood. The realness of motherhood is staying up late every night because that's the only time you have to yourself. If you wake up early, your child wake up early because they hear you moving around. But once they're asleep, they're asleep. Especially if your kid don't take naps no more. That's when my life went downhill. Life was good when he was a baby. He ate, slept, played, ate, slept, played, ate, slept, woke up, repeat. Now, he wake up, eat, and it's a big meal. I gotta cook him something big because he a boy and he big. Then it's entertainment. I can't just give him a toy now. I gotta take him to the park. I gotta hear him playing piano all loud. I gotta hear him making loud, banging noises with his trucks and his cars. All day. Mommy, I want this. Mommy, let's do that. Mommy, come here. Look at this. Mommy, this. Mommy, that. Mommy, this. Mommy, that. Then I gotta make lunch. It's not just baby food. No. You gotta make them something that's gonna last them, or else they're gonna ask you for more food in an hour, especially then with some boys that eat. Yeah. Whole time I haven't even took my own shower yet. Focusing on you and cleaning up every mess you make around this house. They said, what do you do every day? What do I do every day? I don't even know. But I'm busy all day. I'm cooking. I'm cleaning. I'm cleaning. I'm cooking. I'm playing. I'm this. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm trying to do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. Oh, dinner time. I gotta cook. Can't get him a sandwich for dinner. You're gonna call CPS on you. The cooking take an hour and a half. The cleaning take an hour and a half. Sometimes 2 hours. Mind you, I don't know what's wrong with my body. I don't have the energy to do anything. So imagine having to do all this every day without even the energy. And then you can't go to bed early because it's like, I haven't had time to myself all day. Nah. I'm a watch TikTok for an hour. And I don't even do that. I do sometimes. And I spend half the day questioning, what's wrong with me? Why do I look like this? Why is my life like this? Why do I feel like a slave? Why? That kid is why.
And as a single mother, I want to make this clear. I'm not bitter. I'm not depressed over our situation. I am simply overstimulated. I'm overstimulated from being the full-time mother, the full-time employee, having to take care of my physical, mental well-being as well as my child's. I'm not bitter. I'm overstimulated. I'm going to say it again. I'm not bitter. I'm overstimulated. I'm not bitter. I'm overstimulated. Why? Because you get to be out here doing whatever you want to do and having fun and getting your child whenever you want to. And me, I have to be the full-time parent by default. Now, do I mind? No. Do I love my child? Yes. But I shouldn't have to validate that and make it feel like, oh, she talking about us because she's bitter. No, I am simply overstimulated.
The truth is, I don't like being a mom. I don't like motherhood. And let me explain. First, I want to make sure I make it clear. I love my child. I care for my child. I would never let anything happen to her. I don't enjoy motherhood because I have a different experience. Being a mother when you are a single mother is a totally different experience, and a lot of times you don't get to enjoy being a mother, like truly enjoy it. I know there's gonna be mothers out there that say they enjoy every aspect no matter what their circumstances are, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy it because I was robbed of the true motherhood experience of having support, care, a true village. If you know, you know. As a single mom, you carry a whole different type of weight. It's almost as if you are in a constant survival mode. Even if you have a village such as your mom, your brother, sister, grandma, cousins, and aunties, that is not a permanent in-house village. Those are people that you have to go outside your home to help you. You don't have a partner here to truly help. If you just want to go run up the street to the store, if you just want to go get some quick gas, if you just want a late night snack, you always got to bring that baby. And again, it's not that I don't love my baby. It's just that sometimes it can be a burden to always have a child on your back and think about them and care for them and support them and protect them. Like, it's just so much all the time. So my experience as a mother, it's not something that really brings me joy, if I'm going to be honest with you. Because I don't truly find joy within the motherhood experience, I probably come off a little mean and stern or annoyed towards my child. And that's something that I'm really trying hard to work on. But when I say 24 hours in a day, I am with my child. I do it for several reasons. One, because I have anxiety. When other people watch my child, that's a whole nother topic. Two, the village is very small, okay? So who else is going to do it? And I know the naysayers are going to come out and say, well, you laid down with that man, you chose him, you opened your legs, and you're 100% correct. But I want to be honest and transparent with you. I honestly didn't truly know what it was to be a mother until I became a mother. I had concepts, I had ideals of what a mother is because, looking at your own mother or looking at other women who have had children and looking at their experience, I thought I had an idea. But I should have known with my own worries and anxiety, I just did not think about it as deeply as I should have. And that is something that I hold myself accountable for. Trust me, I did not say, oh yeah, that's my baby daddy. Like, no, that's not how it happened. If you grown, you know how I had a baby, okay? Having to carry all the weight and load of motherhood on your own shoulders 24/7, 365 days out the year, yeah, it's going to tarnish some things. It's going to make you feel some type of way. I do believe if I were to truly have a wanting, willing, caring, supportive partner, that I probably could thrive in motherhood. And also, now that I've had a child, I know that one is honestly my limit, but if I had a partner, maybe two. But yeah, this is really tough work. It's tough, it's hard, it's long. So if anyone asks me, I'm always going to be fully transparent. I want women to understand the truth of what it is and how it goes down. And also, shout out to all the moms out there, but especially the single moms, because it's hard. It's hard carrying it all by yourself. So if you are child free today, just make sure that you think about what you're truly getting yourself into, and if you truly, with all your fiber and being, want to be a mom and just ready to take on that with or without a partner. Bye, girl.
How do you feel about having high standards but you have kids? They should be even higher when you have kids, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because it keeps the weirdos away. And it teaches your kids a good example of how to have high standards. So when you have kids, your standards need to be way higher than they would be if you didn't have kids. Okay? Because you got to pay for extra people in your life. So you can't be dealing with no riffraff. A real man will understand that you value your children as well as yourself on a high level. Only a pick-me-sha will lower her standards because she has kids. That's only a pick-me-sha. A real woman understands that the higher her values are, the higher caliber of man that she is going to attract, period. If you have kids and you think they're a burden, that you got to lower your standards, well, that's not a good attitude to have towards children or yourself. Because the more kids you have, I'm not saying if you got a bunch of kids, if you got like 2-3 kids, your standards should be very high. If
If you got about 10 kids, I don't know what to tell you. You better just get in where you fit in. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But if you do have 10 kids, I hope you got 10 rich baby daddies, or a couple of rich baby daddies, depending on how many kids you done had with them. They all better be rich. If you laying down with stuff broke and keep getting up pregnant, something wrong with you already mentally. So deal with only rich men if you have kids, period. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What's the point of dealing with somebody broke if you got kids? Unless all your kids' baby daddy is millionaires, you should be dealing with anybody that doesn't make enough money to support you and them. Okay. That's just dumb.
The part of parenting or single parenting that nobody talks about is being offered jobs and you can't even accept the jobs because you don't know how you're going to get your kids to and from daycare, or who going to watch them on the weekends if you need to work, or anything in that nature. I absolutely love my kids to death, but if I could talk to the younger me, I would tell me to wait. I would tell me to wait to have kids until I know that I either am financially stable or I'm having a team behind me that can help me, because everybody needs a community. And when you are alone doing this, it's the worst. It's the worst feeling in the world. I absolutely love my kids to death. I'll do anything for them. But when you are trying to give them the best, and you have multiple baby daddies that won't even be like, hey, what's your work schedule? Let me help you, because I know you done help me, because I can go to work whenever I feel like it, and I can make as much money as I feel like it, and I can do the bare minimum for my child. It's sickening. It's sickening. And I'm not dealing with one, not two, but three men that fail to realize that they mama needs to work too. And it hurts me to the core, because I try to do as much as I can or work around these men's schedules, far as pick up and drop offs, and I always get the shit end of every stick. I try not to be the baby mama that's calling, complaining, or even asking for too much or nothing. So when I can't even take a job that they know that will better their kids' life because their kids are primarily with me, it hurts me. It hurts me because I don't ask. I don't bother. I don't tell if the kids need diapers, or if they needed shoes, or if they needed socks, or anything. I'm not that type of mother. Even if I didn't have food, I would go to a food pantry before I called them and asked them, hey, can you help me with food? Because you know food stamps don't always feed the kids. It hurts me to the core. It hurts me. But I'm finna start standing on business. I'ma have to, and I don't give a fuck. Because this shit it's ridiculous. It's becoming ridiculous.
I always get a kick when the males use single mom as an insult, because what do you mean? You mean how I am supporting 2 kids, a dog, and myself on 1 income? In this economy? You mean how I still look like this after having 2 children? You mean how I stay on top of everything? I work a full-time job. I have 2 side businesses. I maintain a home. I cook most of our meals. Our fridge is always stocked. Our bills are always paid. I always get the girls to their activities. I'm very involved with their school. I maintain my fitness and health. I get enough sleep. I have time for my friends. I have time to travel with my kids. And I have time to read. You mean to tell me that I'm doing all of that while you're leaving hate comments on the internet and it's an insult? Really? Because I don't know about you, but I am the hottest, healthiest, and wealthiest I've ever been without a man. So really that's an insult to you, isn't it? That you're not on my level. You could not do half of what I do every single day, even once. There's no way. There's no way. So the next time you want to use single mom, single mother as an insult, please remember what single mothers are actually doing and see if you measure up, because I would be willing to bet my house that you do not. Cheers.
Lady made a video saying that if you're a single mom, especially if you're like in your 20s, you got 2-3 kids, prepare to struggle, prepare to cry, prepare to feel like you don't want to be here anymore, damn near unalive yourself. And a lady responded to that saying that she was talking to her, you know, because she was 23 with 3 kids.
Oh, y'all look at this. Literally, I stayed in the hospital for a whole week because I had an overdose. I overdosed because I literally did not want to be here no more.
A lot of people have negative things to say about single mothers, about how we should have chosen better, we should have made better decisions, we should have stopped at one, we shouldn't have had a baby if we weren't financially stable. But the funny thing about that is finances change. You could be stable one year and then the next year not know how you're going to eat, and guess what? Those kids still have to eat. People will say, well, you should have stayed with the man, or you should have stayed within your marriage. That is your fault. But I tell you, and I'm going to tell you again, that staying in a situation that doesn't serve you, even if you are afraid of what comes next, is going to hurt you further. It's going to cause more damage to you. There are going to be more things that you're going to need to heal from. This lady talks about how nobody really told her what it meant to be a wife and a mother, just like nobody really told me. I'm gonna say it until my lips turn blue, until everybody just blocks me because they can't stand me talking. Your 20s is not for childbirth. Your 20s is not for marriage. It isn't. It's to get to know who you are. It's to figure out what you like to do certain hobbies. It's to figure out what you're even into. Yes, you can be in a relationship, but everybody that you get into a relationship with is not meant to be your husband, is not meant to be the father of your child. Saying this because I'm bitter. I'm not saying this because I hate men. You are going to lose a piece of you. And if you are already not whole, you can't really afford to lose any more of yourself. Having a child changes you. Having multiple children will change you. And you need to be mentally strong. Every time I say be strong, women use all their strength to say, no, I won't be. But baby, giving up is not an option, especially if you have children. That's just what it is. We can't give up. Let me be clear, everybody is going through it. 20-year-olds, 50-year-olds, married people, single people. There's a single father of 4 right now that's about to have a beer before 5 because he's about had a damn enough. So don't think that you're alone because you're not alone, but you will find out how cruel the world is. And you will find out that nobody is coming to save you. You're going to feel uncertain. You're going to feel lost. You're going to feel like you're the worst mom in the world. But you know what? If you're stressing about whether or not you're a good mom, 9 times out of 10, you're a good mom, because bad moms don't really care. Kids aren't going to understand your financial situation, and your kids are not going to understand your relationship choices, nor do they need to. But what they do understand is your energy. So when you are anxious, they are anxious. When you are afraid, they are afraid. When you are mad, they are enraged. If you don't know what's going on, they certainly don't know what's going on. You didn't ask to be here, baby. Neither did they. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep that energy really, really positive around them. Because you don't have a village now does not mean you won't have one in the future, but we got to ask for help. You've got to reach out. Isolation is not going to help you. Start a business, DoorDash, keep moving. Giving up is not an option. Let me show you how to ask for help. Hey, I'm Keita, and I created the Growing Through It journal because I think all of us are trying to grow through whatever the hell this is. And if you're like me and you like to journal, but your journal doesn't have receipts, tear stains, regrets, master plans, I believe you're doing it wrong. If you purchase one of my journals, a percentage is going to go to this mama, and we're going to create this village that not a lot of us seem to have. But in the meantime and in between time, we're going to find joy throughout our day. We're going to find things that we're grateful for. And if you're struggling with that, look at your children. And we're going to keep going because giving up's just not an option now, is it, love?
From a single mom's point of view, you don't get to enjoy motherhood. So I was just on my For You page and I came across this video. I want to get her name correct. I think it's Michelle Renee. I don't know, but I'm going to tag her in this because I saw her video about her talking about the reality of when you're a single mom, you almost get robbed of the opportunity to enjoy motherhood in its entirety. And I think it's such an important topic to speak about, and it's something that I always voice to like my friends or like my family about, like feeling like I got robbed of my first experience. And I think it's just so interesting. I think when you're a single mom, your whole thing is surviving. Like you are just in survival mode continuously. Like it does not stop, like at all. Like you try to be in the moment, you try to make sure that you're enjoying these fleeting moments because they're gonna go so quickly and they're gonna grow up so soon. But at the same time, you are a single mom. Like part of you just wants them to grow up a little bit faster so that you can like have a moment to breathe almost. And it is the craziest thing. I feel like you feel guilty for wishing the time away, but when you're in it as a single mom, and I'm sure like when moms that have partners as well, I'm sure they have their own struggles and their own battles. I can't speak for that, but from a single mom's point of view, you don't get to enjoy motherhood in its entirety at all. Like when I see my friends who have kids and they have their partners and they're like, they just get to enjoy little moments. And I'm like, I can't even enjoy that because I am so mentally tapped out by the end of the day or by the time it's nap time. But like, it's too much. The mental load that single moms carry is so intense that you forget that like you've dreamt of being a mom, or those that haven't dreamt of it but are a mom, like you forget like to stop and enjoy it, because you can't stop, because if you stop you'll crumble. Genuinely, I genuinely believe that. Like, whenever people ask me how I do it, I always tell them, don't think about it, because if you stop and you think about it, you're going to break down, because it's not possible for one person to do what we do, but we somehow do it. I don't know how, but we just somehow find the energy to do it. But I commend her for speaking about her experience, because it's just so real and it's so honest, and I wish more mums were honest about that. Like, I got robbed of my first experience of being a mum to my daughter. Like, that I've always dreamt about having a daughter and like having her have that relationship with her dad and stuff like that, and I got robbed of that, and I got robbed of having a partner through this, and it genuinely feels like it got taken away from me, and that was always something that I'd envisioned for my life, and having to swallow that pill of knowing that like that wasn't what was going to happen was truly hard. It was truly hard, but I didn't have a choice. I didn't have time to stop and think about it. I just had to keep going. So if any other single moms feel like that, let me know, because I feel the same.
Okay, this is a crash out post. I'm currently crashing out. Sorry in advance. Women, do not get married and have kids unless you plan on and are capable of becoming a single mom. Because 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, I don't know, statistically high, that's probably what's going to happen to you. Now, I love being a mom. I really do. And in fact, I quite enjoy most of the time being a single mom. This shit is not fair. The world is not set up for single moms. You will struggle. I don't care what job you have. I don't care how much you get paid. Especially in this economy right now, okay? The world is not set up for single mothers. It will be fucking hard. It will test you in ways that you didn't know that you could even be tested. You will have to fight for those kids, most likely. You will have to fight for those kids. You will have to wake up every morning and question, just real talk, if motherhood is really something that you want anymore, because these men make it so hard. They make it so hard to be a mom. They take away all of the tender moments of motherhood that you could have had, but you were stuck in survival mode. So you didn't even really get to enjoy it. You're just fucking surviving, trying to raise these kids, trying to do the best you can. Then you get $250 a month. What the fuck? That is pennies. That is the gas money it is taking me to drop them off at their father's house and pick them back up. $250 a month. And my ex is a nurse. $250 a month. I'm sorry. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. These men will take everything from you. They will promise you so much. They will promise you so much. And it will feel great at first. It will feel peaceful at first. And for some fucking reason, when you have their child, they will abandon you. They will discard you. Even if they don't cheat, even if they don't do anything significant, they'll emotionally turn away from you to the point where you leave. I left. I can't be in that. It is not what we were promised. It is not what you think it is. I promise you. I promise you. And before you come on here and say, oh, well, my situation's not like that, good for you, honey. You are in the 1% of women that are very lucky, because the rest of us don't have that. And the rest of us become single moms. And it sucks, because all I wanted was to be a mom. I love being a mom. But the best parts of my motherhood were taken from me. And in fact, the first time I got pregnant, the man said he couldn't have kids, and then fought me in court for 5 years. Fought me in court for 5 years to take away my son that he claimed in the beginning he wasn't even capable of producing, because he didn't want to wrap it up at first. Yeah. Yep. I can't handle it. I can't handle this. I can't handle men anymore. Y'all are liars. You lie to women. You promise us a lot. We are objects to you. We are things that you put on your shelf. I am a human being, and my life is forever changed. My life is forever changed. I will never be the same. My youth was stolen from me. I had to put my boots on the ground and become a single mom at 21 years old. I didn't get to live. I didn't get to live. I didn't. My life is not what I wanted it to be. Not even close. But I love being a mom. I'm holding space for two things at one time. Just don't date men. We are at a point in society where we are waking up to the reality of the patriarchy, which is a very real thing that I didn't used to believe in, and I fucking do now. To what men are really like. I will never see the change in men that I need to see to feel safe enough to ever date again in my entire life. It will take too long. The change that we need to see in men will take too long. It's 100, 200 years from now. So that's my life. So just don't date men. Just don't. Just focus on yourself. And don't have kids with the wrong person. And I don't know how to tell you what man is the right man because I thought they both were. I thought they both were the right man, and they were not.